Welcome to Royal Exclusive News. Today's top story: Prince Harry's royal security dispute continues to make headlines. What's behind the controversy and why does it matter? Let's take a closer look at the latest developments.
Has said, okay, this is fine, and I think he does really want to meet them, and we know that there are rumours that that's a condition of the visit and the stay. So yeah, we don't know that Harry and Meghan might not be getting more content or more fodder for their next special. There are even rumours that the Diana documentary might play some part in this, the one that they might option off to Netflix.
What about the security aspects of this? Because that's still ongoing, Jack. And Harry's previously said, well, I can't bring my wife and children. I'm desperate to bring my children back. I want them to know more about my home country. Of course, Charles has only met Lilibet on one occasion.
Yeah,
exactly. Around her first birthday, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
Yeah, they've barely stepped foot in Britain. I mean, Archie was born here, but obviously he was a baby, so he's not going to remember that. But what they get with a royal residence is they get a level of umbrella security baked in. So if, let's say, for example, that it is Buckingham Palace, it might not be, but if it is, Buckingham Palace has very, very solid, not just police protection, but also soldier, actual, army soldiers protecting it. So nothing's going to happen to them when they're staying at Buckingham Palace. It's an incredibly safe place for them to be. Now, if you look back to the Platinum Jubilee, which was the last time they brought the kids over to Britain, and they were staying at Frogmore Cottage, they had an offer of police protection to cover their attendance at royal events for which they had an invitation and nothing else. And so what Harry and Meghan then did is they just didn't do anything else, aside from going to a couple of Platinum Jubilee events.
They had Lilibet's first birthday party, didn't they, in the grounds?
In Frogmore, yeah. So they had Lily's birthday in Frogmore, and they just didn't leave the house apart from that. So that might be the blueprint, that basically they don't take the kids out of whatever royal residence they're put in, and therefore they effectively do have police protection because of the nature of the building that they're in.
What do you mean?
Please subscribe to Royal Exclusive News.
Make of the suggestion by some that this is part of the emotional blackmail by Harry around his security battle?
Well, I think probably there has been a little bit of that over the years. I don't know that this is the high point of it. I think probably the high watermark of Harry's kind of emotional blackmail was perhaps May 2025, not that long ago, when Harry finally lost his court cases and came out saying that all he needed was for the king to get out of the way and stop blocking the experts from doing their job, which I thought was very unfair of him. But yeah, no, he has at points really turned the screws on the king and tried to effectively emotionally blackmail the king in an effort to force the monarchy to give him back his police protection in a context where the monarchy says it's actually not our choice.
Decision.
It's not our decision. We must leave it to the Home Office and the police to decide. And actually, if you go through the filings, the documents from those court cases that Harry filed, it's very easy to see where the police are coming from. Harry chose to stay. He had that police protection because of a particular role he had as a working royal. He stepped down from that role and he then left Britain to go and live in another country. So obviously they had to stop, take a breath and think about what that would mean. So the civil servants and police went off and looked at the whole thing and said, well, Harry is at risk. They never said that he wasn't at risk.
He's the king's son. He can't change that. He has no choice.
He has no choice over it. There was no dispute over whether Harry was at risk. He was, but they said, well, he's not doing the job of being a working royal family member anymore. So he doesn't get police protection because of his role. And police protection is offered to people who live in Britain. And he's now moved out physically.
What are your thoughts on Prince Harry's royal security dispute? Share your opinion in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.